Hello everyone, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode we dealt with, who's convenient here, McCrish, who was kind of keeping a nop on as somewhere between a pet and a slave, which wasn't great. We'll be dealing with her a little bit more this episode as well, but if you remember last time, we invited some people to Colony 6, 2 chefs and someone who says he loves food, and they're going to be the focus of today's episode. So we have here first Talonith. If we talk to him... I cannot find good produce here. Without good ingredients, my cooking suffers greatly, but hardship only serves to spur me on. Yeah, he's a bit of a cocky shit, as we'll see. His competition, and offering us our first quest of the episode, is Hakko.
Oh, Hakko in deep trouble right now. Hakko hardly have time to think. Hakko in trouble because Hakko caught a big bad storm. Customers get sick from his food. Customers never finish Hakko's food and sometimes run away. Hakko must beat other restaurant business or die soon.
Oh, water. Right, let's try that again with a glass of water.
Hakko must beat other restaurant to survive or business die soon. Hakko need better ingredients to beat Winghead Cook. That's why friends are here, to find Hakko good ingredients.
I've had the pleasure of sampling one of your dishes. I must say, I truly believed a part of my soul died. I read that with my eyes before reading it with my mouth, and it completely broke me.
You are mean, Homo.
If you think better ingredients will swing the battle in your favor.
Please, friends. Can friends turn blind eye to suffering of all these suffering people? Said suffering twice there.
So this gives us cook-off counterattack. We need to get thick Armu milk, white brog livers, and juicy wild meat. We've got the juicy wild meat already, but the rest of it we're going to go and explore for.
Thank you, friends. Now Hakko's yucky slop become food fit for emperors and kings. Hurry back.
No problem, considering it done. So, let's start off with the milk. This is one that always baffles me with this game, but that you can't get milk from live Armus, you have to slaughter them for their milk. There's a couple of good places to get it on Bionis Leg, because there are all these dudes around, and it's the mother and leg Armus and daughter Armus from it. Any leg Ardens aren't helpful, and there's a Magnus Arden that's level 70-something running around who I definitely don't want to piss off. But these guys will, I don't know, I'm bothering to do heat A's, a couple of auto attacks will kill these things easily enough. To the point where their mothers just watch their daughters die and don't even bother doing anything. It's like, nope, they're too high level. They deserve to be able to kill my daughter. Been a weird start to the episode already, hasn't it? We got the final one. I also slew that guy in a single double attack, auto attack from Dunban, which is brutal. Next, we need to go to Satoral, and if we go to Lake of Swamp, I think there's a good chance of getting a Detox Brog. So the Crown Tree was a bit better because they're all kicking around here. Let's slay some Brogs and get their livers. And with that, we have got our third bit of liver, so let's head back to Hakko.
Wowie, thank you, friends. Fresh ingredients are new key to Hakko's new recipe. Wait, hold on. 2 seconds. Hakko's food tastes like food at last. Friends want to try? No freebies here. Friends must pay like everyone.
Don't worry about it. It was nothing.
No, it was not nothing.
Oh, that's Ricky, isn't it?
No, it was not something, not nothing. Ricky know it was really hard work.
I got stuck in Hakko's voice for a moment there. Really? To me, it looked like you had much less of a problem than I did.
Silly Hakko. Hakko forgot to say thank you. Here you go. Thank you. Hakko feel like cooking for all of Bionis.
And that concludes Cook-Off Counterattack. Gets us a gem, which is not great, but there we go. He's got a new quest, but before that, it's time to get some Affinity updates. I'm aware I don't do this as much as I perhaps should. If you talk to people after certain parts and certain quests, they increase Affinity. As you'll notice, our Colony 6 area Affinity is much lower than everywhere else. And that's because Colony 6 has more quests than anywhere else, and we've done very few of them. We've kind of done some arcs here on Bionis Leg and some early ones here. But that's about it. You've got I'm Free as the arc between, McCrish and Noppo Rick. These two, slight hostility between Hakko the chef and Talonith the chef, and then there's Pokapoka over here. If I press R, we track him. And you'll notice there's a little hourglass, magnifying glasses symbol on the map there in the top right. This tells us where to find Pokapoka. So, between 9 and 12, he is at Talonith's store here. And if we talk to him, he says...
Taloneth makes delicious dishes, but Pokapoka wants him to push himself and cook even more sublime snacks.
Wow, that voice changed a lot. I kind of went a bit Jar Jar Binks by the end. You know what? We'll settle with that. Why not? So we got a little affinity link there, if we look at our charts. We got a link there between Pokapoka and Taloneth, which is Passable Chef. He's there from 9 till 12, and then from 12 till 3, he goes across the road to sample stuff from Hakko's store. So if we catch him over here, he will give us his opinions on Hakko.
Hakko's food getting better. First it changes ingredients, then it gets rid of bad taste. But Hakko not in same league as Taloneth yet. If both restaurants same price, Pokapoka go to Taloneth's place.
Did we get an Affinity update for that? I missed it if we did, but... Oh no, there we do again. So he thinks Passable Chef and OK Chef. So he prefers Taloneth's stuff to Hakko's. Every time we do this, we get a bit of extra area affinity, which can be important. We need to get up to 3-star, ideally, by the end of this episode, because there's stuff I potentially want to do next episode that might need that. So there we go. With that, we can now talk to Hakko again.
Friends, hear your rumours about Hakko's yum food. You don't because of friends' help. Hakko have many regulars now.
Don't worry about it. It was nothing.
Hakko still need more help. Cooking wars still rage on. Can friends help Hakko get more juicy ingredients for restaurant? Hakko need charcoal legs, honey rhubarbs, and tropical radishes.
You sure you're going to win with those ingredients?
Oh, Hakko believe he can win. Help me or keep eating Hakko's swill-tasting snacks.
Get moving, people. I'm sick of this stuff as it is. So this gives us Cook-Off Comeback, where we've got to get various collectibles from around the place. Ether Mine, Magna Forest, and Erith Sea.
Hakko even acts right to... Oh, let's try that again.
My voice... this is such a problem with the whole voice getting stuck.
Hakko right to ask friends. Friends mission for all of Colony, not just Hakko's pockets.
Not a problem. Consider it done.
Now it's time for Hero Pun and Hero Home combo.
Thank you, Ricky. You truly are an inspiration. So we've got some of those, but not all of them. So we'll start off by heading to the Ether Mine, because that's nearby here. Glowmoss Lake, or whatever it's called, is usually a good one for at least having a couple of collectibles in it. And then we'll just put the tracker on to find the remaining ones. Oh, you? What the fuck are you doing here? I suppose this is his house. Yeah, it's interesting. It's not potentially obvious, but Hakko will not... And you'll see why at the end of the whole kind of arc of them. Hakko will not offer that quest until Pokapoka is there, which makes sense, because he's the kind of critic who's evaluating all of this. But also, Hakko will not offer that quest until... Thingy is here, until Makrish has been invited as well. So you need to have invited both of them before you can actually access that quest, which is mildly interesting. Anyway, there's one of the ones we need here, but some other ones are a little further into the mine. Let's see if we can make that jump. Yeah. I've said it before. It's fun to have platforming elements in this. They're such a rarity in brain not work. In RPG games generally. You don't see that much of them. Where's good for collectibles here? We'll start at the Divine Sanctuary, why not? There is an area where quite a few spawn in Magna Forest, we've not been there yet, and now it doesn't quite seem like the right time to actually do it. Oh, indeed, there is one right here. And there's one just behind me here. Haha! Yeah, there's like another pool here where a lot of stuff spawns, but not right now. Oh, and there's another one right next to the waypoint beacon. Wonderful! Then the final ones we need are Erith Sea, for which we'll go to my all-time favourite, Faris Cave at night time, where surely we'll have everything we need. Really? None of them? Well, that's absurd. Well, I'll gather these and actually head out to where there are some. Not had much luck with collectibles of late, have I? I actually meant to record... So this is actually a new recording session compared to last episode. I meant to record this at the end of last night's recording session. Was not planning on spending like 45 minutes on Valak Mountain, and therefore I came to start this episode and it was like... It was too late for me. I was like, no, I've not got the energy to do another side quest heavy episode. So it's tomorrow now, because I spent... I feel like in both the game and in real life, I spent most of a night on Valak Mountain. Anyway, I'll just gather up the last few ones of these. And can we take another moment, I do this all the time, but to appreciate how pretty Erith Sea is at night with Prison Island floating there, and how fantastic the music is. I think this one came out as my favourite track, didn't it, Erith Sea Night? Certainly should. It'll be, I suppose, tied between Erith Sea Night and Satoral Marsh Night, knowing me. I haven't checked those scores for a while, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Anyway, final one we need is here. So with those, let's head back to Hakko. Nope, there's Pokapoka out on his morning trip to Monolith's. And Hakko is only just getting up and getting to his station. So as we've got nice and early in the morning. Well, we can still return the question here.
Oh, amazing! Friends gather up ingredients just like Hakko asked. Hakko was worried her friends fail and Hakko's food get worse. Wait here and Hakko makes something for friends to try.
This quest is clearly not written for him to be just in the middle of Reconstruction HQ.
Wahoo! Tastes great! Hakko will never lose with all these yummy, scrummy ingredients. But Hakko have bad news. Friends not get free food. Hakko want friends to come back as paying customers.
And that completes Cook-Off Comeback. We're not even halfway through the Cook-Off arc yet. This is a whole thing that keeps going, hence why it's Cook-Off Comeback, ? Now, for our next one, we actually need to switch over to Talonith. But in the meantime, Pokapoka offers us a quest, and he might give us some affinity first. Let's find out.
Pokapoka is a food critic.
Oh no, he was not R2-D2, Jar Jar Binks. Pokapoka is a food critic and wants to try all foods in Bionis. That's why Pokapoka has very important mission for friends. Could you tell me more?
Dun so kind. Oh, Dun so kind. Dun always helps sad peoples.
But the world with the world the way it is, we all have to help each other out. Need to read the fucking name before committing to the voice, alright? So, what's the problem? Pokapoka wants to taste the Hom's favorite Bunya ham. Can friends find Ether Bunya and get me Bunya ham? Pokapoka would eat meat himself, but Bunya are dangerous. Bunya always try to eat me. Someone should tell him it's the other way around. Pretty please.
Oh, Ricky not like Bunya either. Ricky not like getting jumped.
Why would Bunya eat you? Bunya gets sick from eating you. Bunya stay well away from you. This is unnecessary.
Meh! Ricky tastes like prize up on meat. Every monster want to eat Ricky.
So this gives us a delectable delicacy. Connect 3 Bunya hams from the Ether Bunya in Satoral Marsh. You can find them to the north of the growing obelisk, but clearly I already have 3, which is really nice. Thank you, fellow food lovers. Pokapoka awaits your return. Not a problem. Consider it done.
Hereupon, show you what he can do.
Oh, so this is Bunya ham. Friends not sneak a taste. Never eat Bunya meat raw. It make tummy grumble grumble. Pokapoka asked Talonith to cook Bunya meat for food lover friends. Okay, line up. All friends get to try. Well, very yum. This reminds me of home, but not in a good way. Give yourselves a pat on back. Yes, Pokapoka has good idea. Pokapoka will share with fellow food lovers as a reward. Is he for real? It tastes terrible. So that completes a little kind of side quest from the cook-off arc, which is a delectable delicacy. And with that, we can now get a bit of a affinity update from Pokapoka. Hakko's food's friendly, worthy of Pokapoka's mouth. He's good cook. Friends want to try too. Even Pokapoka doesn't know his secret ingredient. So, he's gone up in their estimation a bit. If we bring up the affinity chart, we will see. He's actually a good chef, whereas Talonith is now only a passable chef. This is why Talonith is offering us a quest now, because he's fallen behind in the cook-off comeback. There's also, we can get a little bit of cheeky extra affinity if we can find someone around the place. That was smart. You know, if I am going to be smart, I am going to use the affinity chart tracker. Ooh, whose skill tree has gone up? Dumban and the Heropon have gone up to 4th level. Wonderful. Heropon and Hero Hom together at last. What can you get? Oh, and Ricky can get the naked skill. Don't know if that's much use. We'll leave that for now. Unless there's anything more useful we could get. Oh, he's getting heavyweight from Dumban. That's where his affinity coins are going. Medium weight. You know what? That ain't necessary. Because he's not wearing any medium equipment, I believe. Ricky is entirely in heavy armor. Now I'll put reduces weight of equipment on him. That'll help Ricky be a bit more dodgy. And Ricky can't really give anything useful to Dumban. Increases the chance of silver and gold chests. You know, actually, that would be almost helpful, but they are very expensive to equip, those ones. But yeah, if we look at the affinity chart, the person I want to track to get a little link here is Arda. Arda was the old woman who... we got her medicine a while back in order to help her look after that little pond that was going to get drowned otherwise, and kind of imaginations tempered. Or spirit rays that we actually did, yeah. That feels like a lifetime ago. But if we talk to her, she says...
Oh, hello.
Did you hear? Talonith is losing business. Everyone goes to that brog-smelling hole of a place opposite. I do hope things pick up. And that just gets us another little link as well. I haven't been getting all these links, nor am I going to get all of these links to kind of 100% the game. Aha, yes, we're up to 3 stars with Colony 6. Wonderful. We'll get probably there from quests anyway, but it's nice to see these links build up, and it's... I know I don't do... because she's saying, excellent chef to Talonith. I know I don't do those as much as I could / should, kind of get these Affinity Links. So this episode, because we're doing kind of one big old quest line for the entire episode, gives us a nice chance to actually show how those Affinity Links can build up. You never really miss the chance to get them, by the way. Once you've done the quests that trigger them, when you talk to people anytime, you'll get that thing. You just need to know who to talk to at what times, though, which isn't exactly always obvious. Anyway, with that, we can actually get this quest that... Well, no, I want to change up the party a little bit first. Let's swap out Dunban for Shulk. And let's talk to Talonith. You must have heard what the people say about my food. Bland, plain, tasteless. Some even say, second best. I was once the sole ruler of food here. Self-crowned, I admit. The frustration has me tossing and turning through the night. That doesn't sound good. I think we should get this sorted as soon as possible. Yet, I had a revelation after a fact-finding mission to Hakko's. The quality of his produce is astonishingly high. However, I will not sink so low as to copy his methods. I believe the key to improving is in the quality of the utensils I use. This is where you come in. Yeah, that's a great idea. Better cooking utensils. That reminds me, Fiora needed a new chopping knife. Oh, but she would have got angry if I've given her one for her birthday. Excuse me, but I believe we were talking about my predicament. Do you think you could help? So this gives us Cook-Off Final Blow, whose first objective is to collect a sky frying pan from the sky stage near the Bionis leg. You're doing me a great service. First, bring me a sky frying pan. I'll be needing one more item, but that is for after you return. Return with haste. The masses are baying. No problem. Leave it to me. So, over the course of that, his voice seemed to develop into Prince Charming from Shrek, which feels appropriate given his... It's kind of... This happens sometimes. As people talk, I change their voice to kind of suit their personality that comes out as they say more things. And he's a smug arse, entitled arsehole, so he gets that voice. What's the best way up to the sky stage? It's over the top of Villiera Hill, isn't it? Right, let's head over there, speedrun, please. We have been there mostly before, but... And here we have the sky frying pan. Let's bring that back to Talonith.
What is it?
Thank you kindly, strangers. My culinary delights may satisfy even the Titans themselves, but I still like one item to complete my collection. This next item is vital to my task. I need nature's stove. This divine piece of equipment will cement my ongoing legend. Twat. Anyway, this we get again from a kind of far corner of an area we've not been to yet, I don't think. Yeah, it's right up in the corner here of the X-watering hole. So let's head over there. And here we have nature's stove. Always curious about what that actually... You know what, let's actually look and see if it tells me anything about what that is. Just says so powerful it could burn up. That doesn't... That leaves me with more questions than I started with. Anyway, once again, back to Talonith. You found it. Then my victory over Hakko is just around the corner. May he be blinded by the brightness of the star that is me. Forgive me, I forget myself. I have put them to the test. The improvement is immediately evident. Hakko is done for. I'm glad everything worked out. Next I must polish my technique and my flair. Thank you for your assistance. And that completes Cook-Off Final Blow, Interrobang. Again, the punctuation should inform you this has not, in fact, been the final blow. But it's time for another brief Pokapoka interlude.
Friends come at the right time. Pokapoka heals you and Hakko and Talonith. What the fuck? Pokapoka heals you, Hakko and Talonith very well. Pokapoka has a mission for you, my culinary connoisseurs. Pokapoka wants more delicate delights to tickle my tongue. Today's target is Tough Catch. You must get Paggle cold pies from Sparas Paggles. Pokapoka would go myself, but Paggles like my mates too. That is why friends must go inside of Pokapoka.
Pokapoka know that Ricky look like pie, so Ricky get eaten by Paggle.
That's why Frizzy Friends useful. You can act as bait for trap. Trust Pokapoka, it will work.
But okay then, Ricky think Ryan better bait though. So this gives us a tantalising treat to collect again 3 Paggle cold pies from Sparas Paggles that we've already got. To get these, to go to Maconna's Wound and then go south to Nagul Waterfall is the best place to get Sparas Paggles. But I think, yeah, we needed to kill a fair few for the monster quest we first did on Valak Mountain, so clearly we picked up some then. Wonderful. A lot of these quests have gone faster than I've expected today, because we've already got the gubs we need, which is real handy. Thank you, chow-loving chums. Spider-Spackle knows some moves, so friends should look out. And if we just return that to him... Oh, this is it. Friends have done well. Pokapoka will go to Monolith right away and get him to cook it. Why not take it to Hakko? Favoritism. Terrible.
Pokapoka cannot wait. Taste it, take out in my tum-tum. Give it me now while it's yum-yum. Delightfully delicious. It is succulent, savoury, sweet, and scrumptious. And a bit weird. Pokapoka want more.
I'm glad everything worked out.
Pokapoka has a reward, but not food this time. Pokapoka does not want to share this special taste with you.
And that completes a tantalizing treat. Days resist? Eh. And we can also get an update on how Pokapoka is feeling about the kind of ongoing showdown.
The special of my day made me feel special, alright? I got sick. Reminds me of their earlier works. Hakko's food. Yes, this tastes like Hakko's food. Do you think Hakko will always use these ingredients? Much better now.
Oh, he's over at Hakko's. Maybe this is where he gives the update I need to the Affinity Chart. There we go.
Monolith is back in the race. He close to Hakko's level again.
So it is indeed getting close here. You'll notice everyone's got green affinity now, which is good. He thinks they're both good chefs, and these two have worthy rivals. They're actually getting on a bit better from their kind of jovial rivalry. The final quest in this arc is not from either of them. It is from Makrish. As I say, you did need her here for one of the early quests, but now you definitely need her here before she'll give this one. And you also need to have completed at least the missing lodger one. You don't necessarily have to have made a decision with Noppo Rick's quest one way or the other. If you started that, you have to finish at this point, but you at least have to have done missing lodger for her to offer this. If we talk to her...
Hi there.
Do you know Talonith? Everyone is quick to praise his talent and flair for food. But I just don't see it. I suppose everyone is different, but don't hate me for my tastes. No, I hate you for other things. The fact that you're a goddamn slave driver, pet keeper woman who doesn't respect a little pond's autonomy.
Hi there.
There is something I wish to tell you people. You people, fuck off. But I feel much better talking to someone more thick-skinned. Most people can't understand the suffering I'm going through. We know what it means when you need to have a specific party member in front in order to even start a quest. Ryan is about as thick-skinned as they come, so there we go. Let's shove around the party again and talk to Magrish a second time.
Hi there.
It's you! Now listen up! You're to blame for making Hakko's food taste disgusting. I'm all ears. Ryan, are you sure we have the time to get involved in this? Why not? If we both chip in, we'll be finished in no time. Forgive me, I lost composure for a second. But you see, his popularity is affecting the quality of his food. How can people even attempt to enjoy something so normal? Listen up, lady. Food is food. Eat up or shut up, that's what I say. You don't understand. I won't be satisfied with anything other than Hakko's sloppy sludge. Can you not see that, man? All right already. Calm down before someone else takes you away for disturbing the peace. I'm sorry, I've only myself to blame. I get impatient and short-tempered when I'm hungry. Is it my fault that I can only eat Hakko's monstrous meals? Yet another strike against this woman, frankly. She's an absolute... Not only is she a slave driver, she's a freak, too. That strange and wonderful smells emanating from his restaurant, they are simply intoxicating. You're a weirdo, alright, no doubt about it. How long's it last been since you ate his stuff? Oh, I haven't eaten his food since he changed his taste, so... About 20 days in total. Has this episode been 20 days? Fuck me. That long, huh? You must be starving for his old stuff, then. Can nothing be done? Tell me, I need Hakko's old taste back. Then I can be myself again. So this gives us Cook-Off Showdown. Speak to Hakko. You will not be sorry, sir. I know this isn't a typical request, but the pain. You could never understand this longing. Hurry, please. No sweat, we'll be done before you know it.
Hirobon show you what he can do.
So indeed, let's go and talk to Hakko. Hakko, I'll have a favour to ask. You know that high Etnia girl who's always coming by here? Do you think you could cook up one of your old bad-tasting meals?
Oh, Hakko know who friends mean. But recently, bird girl not come to eat anymore. And Hakko busy right now. Business really good. Why Hakko have time special... Why Hakko have to make special...
Fashion ration dastardly.
Why Hakko have to make special food for just one bird girl?
Just make it for already, or someone's gonna die, man.
Oh, but why friend get so angry? No need to be so impatient.
Sorry about that, Hakko. I got carried away. But I'm not messing around here. Yours is the only grub this girl is willing to eat, so work with me.
Oh, that not sound good. Oh, Hakko make food for girl. But Hakko have problem. Hakko need old ingredients. Hakko stop using them, remember? Can friend bring soya paste shells? Friends get from Entma King or Barbaric Cichery on Valak Mountain. Then I make food bird girl likes.
Leave it to us, Hakko. We've got 2 of them already! Hey! Entma Kings are kicking around on Valak Mountain. Interestingly, they're a type of antol. They're the big antols. There's more of them kicking around and they're easier to find if you completed the Balance of Power. Dunban's kind of Chilkins and Antol side quest there, because with the Balance of Power restored, there's more antols kicking around, which is antols even, which is really cool. Anyway, with that done, let's go and talk to Hakko again.
You'll find ingredient. Woo-wee! Hold on while Hakko make food. Ta-da! Hakko very happy to make food from the old days. Hakko feel like making smelly food is more fun.
Whatever you say, you're the boss.
Lately, Hakko make food that old customers like. That how Hakko stay in business. But Hakko not want to make food that Hakko want to make. Which is right way, which is wrong way.
Beats me, I haven't got a clue.
But friend look impatient, so I say friend just pick answer now. Hakko can't decide for himself.
So we get a bit of a branching choice here. One of these is basically better than the other. It's one of those ones that only affects a little bit of the reward and affinity stuff, but one gets better affinity and is also, well, you'll see. First off, as ever, we're going to show the route we don't take. Visualizer, please. And if we say, make the food you want to make, which is the disgusting food that only Makrish likes.
Friend right, Hakko should believe in his own style of cooking. It don't matter if only one customer think Hakko's recipes taste yum. Go ask Bird Girl to come eat food before food get cold.
So, if we now go and talk to Makrish again. Has Hakko gone back to his roots? Does his food taste as it used to? Then I shall use all of my remaining strength to sample it once more. Yep, it's done. Go enjoy yourself, lady. It's delicious once again. You persuaded Hakko to cook to my tastes. He's wonderful, isn't he? Well, that's that. Well done, Ryan. Your performance was excellent. Easy on the compliments, Melia. You're gonna make me blush. Of course, I haven't forgotten about you as well. Thank you for everything. I have a gift for you. It's something I'm sure you'll love. Hakko's leftovers from last night. Oh, keep it, you nutter. You seem to be somewhat lacking in patience today. I know just the remedy. Today? I've been in a bad mood since I met you, lady. I'm glad you got your nop-on slot back. I appreciate how much attention you've given me. You are a kind man. Come on, lady. You're making me blush even. Ha! You fell for my joke. You are a funny one. That was a joke? Give me a break. May our paths meet again once again in more pleasant circumstances. Goodbye. And that completes the one route of it, so no visualizer here. It gives us HP steal, which is a mildly interesting thing. That means 8% probability that an auto attack recovers 30 HP. They're actually not great, unfortunately, because that's a low probability and you don't recover much HP from it. We got an additional skill branch for Ryan in Patience, but we're not going to look at it yet because this isn't what's happening. No, that's obviously the reward from the other end as well. You can interestingly get a little bit of an update from the others on it. If we talk to Pokapoka here.
It's worse than ever before. Now only one customer comes every day. This is terrible. Hakko should have trained harder before opening a restaurant. Disgusting. Hakko's food started to taste like my Hakko's food started to taste like my 2-week-old fit socks. Do not remind me of Hakko's food right now. Then again, I want to eat it. Oh, how strange. Maybe it is secret ingredient. The record-breaking Chrome 6 restaurant rivalry is all but over. Taloneth won by miles. I feel sorry for Hakko. But I have an announcement. I will be a cook and start my own place.
But, of course, none of this is going to happen, because this one has objectively worse affinity. Like, if we look at the Affinity Chart following this, yeah, he hates her. These two at least have a decent relationship, but he hates him. Makrish likes Hakko, but no one else really does. Overall, it does work out as worse. It's only best for Makrish, and she's an absolute freak and like a fucking slave driver. So, frankly, let's see what happens if we take the other real route. So if we actually tell them to make food your customers like.
Friend is right. Customer gets what customer wants. Hakko will keep making food the customers enjoy eating. Hakko must get customers back before he change his mind.
He may be slightly less happy with it, but also, that's what running a restaurant business is you don't do a restaurant to cook food that you like if there's not a market for it, unfortunately. Because capitalism. Anyway, if we talk to Makrish now.
Hi there.
Has Hakko gone back to his roots? Does his food taste as it used to? Then I shall use all my remaining strength to sample it once more. It was all that I had hoped. However, Hakko told me he could never again make that taste. I so wish that we could turn back time to when he first arrived. A place for just me and my hero, Hakko. Does this woman need, like, some Nopon to, like, control in order to be happy? What friend eat today? Same again, he would say. Cheer up. I'm sure there's loads of places that serve rubbish food, lady. That reminds me, I heard you spoke to him on my behalf. Well, yeah, Connor. Thank you kindly. Your impatience helped Hakko have a change of heart. It was only one meal, but 'twas my meal to remember forever. That a compliment? If you hadn't shouted at him, would he have made me more? One cannot dwell on the past. What are you getting at, lady? You are a strange Homs and an easy one to tease. I understand that Hakko must do what it takes to survive as a chef. That is enough for me. I've decided to cook food which suits my own tastes. Thank you for your help, but I've got some recipes I want to try. Until we meet again, farewell. And that completes the real path, the better path for me, I think, of Off Showdown. The actual rewards are slightly worse, but we get the skill branch, and more importantly, if we look at the affinity charts, everyone's basically happy. We're all happy over here. Makrish hates both of them, and everyone hates Makrish, but they should, because, as I say, she's a fucking freak, so there we have it. This also, in terms of skill trees, we have Ryan's 4th skill tree, and this is really cool. So, Impatience. His Diligence is almost up to top. Which is just in time. So Impatient, prioritizing this trait will boost counterattack rate. Also does some other cool stuff. Boosts Mad Taunt's effect on non-targeted enemies, so it can draw even more people in for it, which is cool. Grants haste to the party when an enemy is defeated, which is really nice actually, by 15%. 10% chance of double attack up, which is really good for the, and that is for the entire, is that, yeah? Oh, no, battle party means if Ryan is in the battle party, not for the entire battle party. That would be absurd. Grants haste whenever an attack misses. And then at the bottom, fills the talent gauge whenever damage is taken. So whenever he takes a hit, he goes up by 5. That's a really good one to link onto some people as well. Looking at you, Dunman, Melia. Not Sharla. Never Sharla. Shulk, maybe that could be a good one as well. Fiora. Very good one to link. We've got to get to the bottom of that tree first, which is going to be quite some time. Anyway, that is us now nearly done. What we're going to do to finish off is just some gem crafting, so I think I probably have a fair bit to do. I'm not even going to bother crafting the low-level stuff anymore, only 3 and 4 for me, I think. I've got 6 whole pages of level 3 ones, fuck me. Well, I might be able to get some decent ones out of this. As ever, I'll basically just be doing it with Shulk and Ryan, so... Ooh, yes, got the heat on that, brilliant. Because that gets us level 4 strength. Up, which is by 37, oh. We've got some level 4 crystals as well, so we can hopefully get some level 5 effects so we can get some heat on them, which would be great. Oh, I realised at this point as well, I never actually showed off what Fiora does in a crafting situation. So, I'm going to demonstrate with a very weird one here. So, Fiora's thing, if we start with Fiora, so if Fiora is the shooter, then she is great with a medium flame, which makes everything grow equally and terrible with the other 2. As a shooter, Cylinder Plus. Crafting begins with 3 full cylinder gauges. If we pair it with Shulk, because the affinity turns are the best one, Shulk's also very good with the Gentle Flame, which fills the cylinder gauge. These 2 are really good for if you have a load of stuff that just is like this run, for example, where I've got a load of low things and you just want to refine them into some cylinders. Because you're guaranteed to be able to cylinderize 3 of them. Got up to 4, that's pretty good. They're raising a little bit, maybe 5. There we go. Crafting incomplete, so we'll lose some of these effects, but we can take, weapon power, muscle up, ether up, truffle up, electric plus. And we've got a lot of cylinders that we can then use in other bits of crafting. This can be a really good trick to actually just cylinderize some of your powerful, but you've not quite got enough of them, effects, to make them kind of useful for other bits of crafting. Which I might actually do first with some of these 3rd level ones. It's a good thing to do with, like, animal ones, like these. As in ones that come from monsters rather than, like, already, like, set colour crystals. So we've got an actual gem there, but also, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty easy to get 5 sets of cylinders with Shulk and Fiora, which is pretty good. And cylinders are the shit because they increase the chances of... They basically... If you combine cylinders well, then you can have a run where there's only one effect on the board, full stop. which then means that you have a really good chance of getting it to heat and even to mega heat. I don't know if you've even seen mega heat yet. It's pretty cool. Holy shit, so there we got 2 gems. Haste 3 is not bad, actually. And we got 7 cylinders, so we can literally cylinderize every single effect in there. Very handy for doing useful stuff, as I say, out of monster crystals. Of course, there's a fine art, and by art I mean luck, to getting stuff like here. I've got a double attack one up to 74%, but not having it top out, basically... Oh crap, I should have... There were some better ones in there I could have got. But yeah, like, getting a high-quality cylinder without having it spill over and turn into a gem is a fine art, as I say. Right, now we've processed all the monster crystals, at least level 3. I shouldn't... Yeah, I don't have many level 4 monster crystals, because only particularly... I have to be particularly lucky to get drops of them, because still most stuff's dropping 3s at the moment. Which is why I've got, 5 pages of 3 stuff and only 2 of 4 stuff. Anyway, let's see what we can do. So with these strength ones, I'm actually going to start crafting without getting it to 100% in the first place, just because I reckon with these 2 I might have a pretty good chance of getting this high. We got a fever, which is good. We got up to heat. Can we get to mega heat? Oh, we got to mega heat! So with mega heat, not only does its level go up from strength 3 to strength 4, but it also cracks, and we get 2 of them. If you get to a single quality to 300%, not only does it level up, but you also get a pair of them. Pair of strength up 40s. Fuck, that's good.
Wow, this is absolutely...
Ooh, a powerful mega heat on strength down there. Shame strength down's a bit ass. Though actually, maybe it's not that bad with that high. Yeah, it's alright. Oh my god, we got that nearly to 400%. Nothing special happens there, it's just this makes it more powerful, so... Levels up and cracks into 2 initial tension, which increases by 40. Spicy. Ooh, we got an unbeatable 4 there. Unbeatable, I don't know if I've talked about it much, but it's a bloody powerful one. 32% chance of surviving with 1 HP when incapacitated. So just 1 in 3 times when you die, you don't. But you're still there with 1 HP, so it still buys time rather than being super useful.
This is better than usual.
Oh, you lovely bugger. Did someone say 2 double attack 4s? Oh, I think those are better than the double attack 4s I already have. Yeah, that one only does 20%. These ones do 25%. Well, let's put them both on fucking Fiora. Right the fuck away. Well, that's Fiora doing a double attack, half her attacks. Super handy to help her keep aggro in a kind of tanky form she's in at the moment. And also charge her talent art. Lovely. That's going to pair particularly nice with turns all double attacks into critical hits, because that means she'll also do half critical hits. I got big plans for Fiora.
This is absolutely mint.
Ooh, a pair of Art Stealth 4s, you say? That'll be great for Shulk. That little burst I need to avoid drawing aggro at all costs. Now that's actually the level 3 ones, we can move on to the level 4s. Not so many of them, there's only 2 pages and they're mostly... these ones I probably won't actually leave for now until I've got just a few more crystals. So let's see if we can actually do anything with these. Oh, come on, mega heat, mega heat! Oh, that would have been my first level 5 gem. But still. Oh no, it is a level 5, I just got 2 of them. There we go, look at that. Increased attention by 45. That's better than the 40s I made earlier. Holy shit, 380%. Well, that's a pair of extremely potent lock-on resist 5s. Again, situationally useful. Some unique monsters, it's really handy to block them from locking on, but beyond that, eh. Generally, the Ice Ether gems do just have less good effects. They're all these, like, very situational ones. Yeah, see also Blaze Defense. Great if the monster against loses Blaze, if it doesn't... no use at all. Ooh, let's get a nice auto-attack stealth, though. That'd be really good for Shulk. Or someone. Mostly Shulk, I think. Oh my god, my inventory's actually full. Guess I'll just have to bin some low-level gems. You know what? I'm just going to even sell everything I have that's below like a level 3 at least, because surely there's no need for it anymore. Right, that's free some inventory. Back to crafting. Oh, we're nearly done, to be honest. Just these few brown ones left. And I think we'll hold it there for the episode. It's been a lot of crafting. I'm not going to actually equip any of them yet. I'm going to wait until we are next doing equipment, which I think will be basically at the end of this long string of side quests that we're doing before we move on with the main quests. So, as for next episode, I think we're done in Colony 6 for now, for what we can do, so we are going to be moving up the Bionis and to Frontier Village, where we'll be spending at least the next couple of episodes. There's a fair bit of stuff we can do there now. Oh, hello Pika Pika, or whatever you're called. I hope you join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.